Hello and thanks for joining us in NTA2 News at this hour. I am Michael Olale. The presidency says the government is not looking back on checkmating the sharp practices in the foreign exchange sector to guard against further relapse of the naira value, as it is also cutting government expenses through proper management of finances. Presidential advisor on media and publicity Ajuri Ngilale said this as a brief State House correspondence on various efforts of the federal government to address social and economic challenges facing Nigerians. State House correspondent Musbah Udan Wahab reports.
The baby step being taken by our country is going well. The economic challenge were about turning the corner. Our revenue is improved. And you can see reflected in the subnational.
The chief accounting officer of the nation is monitoring the trend. And from the indications on his dashboard, things are looking up, manifesting in more strength for the Nigerian naira in the foreign exchange markets. But then, the storm is certainly not over yet.
We are very sober to the fact that this is no time to rest or to clap. This is a time to deepen our efforts, to dig in, and to work harder.
And now, the government is in another phase of unleashing some more short-term interventions it believes would further relieve the citizenry of the current hardship while also rejuvenating the Nigerian economy. Apart from the earlier conditional cash transfer to the most vulnerable, which is about to resume, the president has directed disbursement of 50,000 naira conditional grants to about 1 million nano businesses. About 150 billion naira is also being distributed to thousands of small and medium enterprises across the country with single-digit interest through the Bank of Industry and SMEDAN. There is also a package for the big employers of labor, including the construction and manufacturing sectors.
We want to ensure that those industries and sectors that are massively employing our people are those industries that are prioritized with respect to government intervention, which is why the President has approved over 75 billion naira to be dispersed to 75 large-scale manufacturers across all states of the Federation. These are going to be manufacturers who employ over 1,000 Nigerians in each of their facilities and industries. We are going to ensure that they have the support that they need at the large scale so that Nigerian families who rely on these large-scale businesses are protected. We want to see our large-scale industries not just refuse to fire people, but to actively increase and expand their hiring at this difficult time.
But while the government is firming up its effort to enhance the spending power of Nigerians side by side the strength of naira, it equally expects the citizens to play their patriotic role by prioritizing and patronizing made in Nigeria goods and services.
He is also ensuring that we bring a sustainable strength to the currency so that when we talk about a new minimum wage, because many of our people have asked government officials about when the new minimum wage is coming in, those negotiations are ongoing. But what we do not want is a situation in which the minimum wage continues to be what it has always been in the history of our country, which is a moving goalpost. If we do not get a firm grip on the value of our currency, and it continues to be a volatile, devaluing asset, then whatever we do with the national minimum wage is going to essentially become a moot point, a nullity.
From the State House, Musbah Udan Wahab, NTA News.
Lagos State residents are still taking advantage of the Sunday market instituted by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, aimed at cushioning the effect of the economic reality on negotiations. Late Neneke visited one of the markets in the metropolis and came back with this report.
With the constant rise in the prices of foodstuff, Lagos State government creates an avenue to provide palliatives for residents by subsidizing the price of foodstuff in the state. Victoria Island Senior Secondary School, located in Iru LCDA of Victoria Island, is one of the venues for the Sunday markets to cater to the needs of residents.
We also have tatashe, 1 kg, onions, 1 kg, eggs. Please note that all the prices are already discounted.
Residents conducted themselves in an orderly and peaceful manner while waiting to obtain the payment voucher that will enable them purchase the food items of their choice. This set of first-time buyers appreciated the state government for the initiative. They noted that patronage is gradually picking up, especially now that the preparation for Easter and Salah is in top gear.
We thank the government for this great opportunity that is given unto us. It's a sign that the government still care about us.
My first time to come in here, see the tomato that I bought is very cheap than other markets.
I think they could work better on organizing how to get the tickets and the process of getting the food. But how well and good, it has been a good experience.
This official offered a rundown on the process of purchase.
We don't accept cash for accountability's sake. What you do is you go to the POS stand, you pay for the products you want, and they give you the voucher equivalent, which you come to the vendor to get your products. We have some of the vouchers here.
Security personnel were on ground to ensure a seamless process. With 2 more Sundays left to go, it is hoped that this initiative will provide the needed succor for residents. In Lagos, Lynn Lenake, NTA News.
Members of the Muslim community have been charged to replicate good virtues and sustain remarkable legacies which late Malam Yusuf Jibo, former Zonal Director of NTA Lagos Network Center, epitomized, particularly in the area of showing compassion to humanity. These were the words of speakers at the 11th edition of Malam Yusuf Jibo Annual Ramadan Lecture held at the premises of the Nigerian Television Authority, Lagos Network Center. Dana Jali has details.
Among the activities of the holy months of Ramadan is the convergence of Islamic faithful at various locations for special lectures, which provide another opportunity for Islamic clerics to give insights to followers on how to do the right thing during and after the Ramadan. One of such gatherings is the Malam Yusuf Jibo Annual Ramadan Lecture, which brings Muslims from far and near together to tap from the knowledge of Islamic scholars.
Crime has no religion. Crime
Aman
has no
Adangba, who dwelt on the topic, total reliance on Allah, a panacea to the present economic reality, emphasized that for Nigeria to move forward, there is need for citizens to shun corruption and put their trust in Allah.
As such, don't embezzle. As such, don't steal. As such, don't be corrupt. Make sure you invest in others.
Zonal Director, NTA Lagos Network Center, Nick Oyinshi, advised the Muslim community to sustain late Malam Yusuf Jibo's legacies.
They should have an NGO whereby they can distribute his way of, that is his calling to people around, like helping the needy and the poor.
The Ramadan lecture also featured Quran recitation.
Irrespective of our tribe, we should come together and ensure that we have a common ground, and that is what can bring about a better Nigeria.
And reassess yourself and to further plan ahead. How do you want to be better, not just in your religion, but as a human being?
Some participants spoke on lessons gained so far.
He gave us solution to the economic problem of Nigeria. He gave us the genesis and how we can get solutions spiritual.
Malam Yusuf Jibo is a principle-centered leader who believes in togetherness of the people. He believes in oneness of the people.
Late Malam Yusuf Jibo served the Nigerian Television Authority and rose to the rank of Zonal Director before his demise in 2010. For Muslims the world over, Ramadan is a period of introspection, communal prayer, and reading the Quran. It is believed that Allah forgive the past sins of those who observe the holy month with fasting, prayer, and faithful intention. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, NTA News.
Spending quality time with God is important as it deepens the faith of the lay faithful and strengthens the relationship between Christ and his followers. These were the words of the presiding priest of the 2024 Lenten Retreat for Good of Immaculate Conception held at Mother of Perpetual Help, NTA Chapel. Amaka O reports.
The annual retreat for members of the Guild of Immaculate Conception, both from the Church of the Assumption, Falomo, and the Holy Cross Cathedral, had various activities outlined to commemorate the event, including confessions, recitation of the Holy Rosary, Stations of the Cross.
Adore you, O Christ, and we praise you, because thy holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Men and women of our time said no. If you fell, found. If men, we are God. So when you reflect on all these things, you now see what God did for us. He died even while we are still what? Sinners.
Other activities were adoration, which is also the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament, teachings about the faith, especially as the Lenten season draws to an end.
It's a season of interior journey when one has to go into himself, have a deep reflection, and try to connect back to God. Because you know that as we are here in this world, we're always involved in some certain things that disconnect us from God. But simple prayer, meditation, almsgiving, and penance too.
Members of the laity highlighted the benefits of having a deep reflection during the retreats.
It's a fulfilling experience, and because we had a comprehensive interactive sessions, it's very important for Christians to be in constant touch and in communication with Jesus Christ, who is our friend. All of us have friends, and somebody that you are not talking to cannot be your friend. So it's important for us to once in a while take time off our regular busy activities and find time to spend as much as possible time with Christ, who is the foundation of our friendship and all other relationships in our lives.
For once in a while, we need to pause from our busy schedule, even to give some minutes to God, our Maker. This we have done today. We are always busy rushing backwards and forward to our work. And this country is so stressful. But sometimes we need to relax and thank God that He has preserved us.
Having gone through this retreat, they are now in a better spiritual position to enter the Holy Week and to embrace all the benefits of the week.
With the Holy Week around the corner, Christians have been enjoined to cling to Jesus Christ to benefit from his fountain of love. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
The People's Republic of China says the volume of trade with Nigeria currently put at $23 billion is an indication of a mutually beneficial bilateral relations, which both countries will continue to nurture in the interest of global prosperity. Consul General of People's Republic of China disclosed this at a forum in Lagos tagged the Chinese and Nigeria economy, deepening development cooperation towards a shared future, a better world. Bolaji Akim completes the report.
The genesis of bilateral relationship between Nigeria and China is dated back to 1971. Since then, the collaboration between the two countries has continued to wax stronger. identified as a reliable Africa partner due to our economic development interest in the continent. China has been a major player in the promotion of economic and social development in Nigeria. According to China Consulate General, the countries believe in democracy and social justice drives a development bilateral relationship with African continent. Adding that the China-Nigeria relationship has brought about significant infrastructure, social and educational development. The bilateral relationship is also in the forefront of promoting Nigeria's digital economy.
Partnership and between China and Nigeria and between China and Africa countries. We have a long history, friendship, especially our trade, business, cooperation, cultural exchange, education cooperation are very good. And in the new center, and we hope that we can together build the shared future for mankind.
Director General of Nigerian Institute of International Affairs described the relationship as a win-win for the two countries.
Partnership is very pivotal to the things that we're doing, and Nigeria is not acting alone. The world today is a world of partnerships and cooperation, collaboration. So the more we're able to leverage on those things with China, with India, with Ghana, with the Ivory Coast, with South Africa, with everyone. So this is what we are doing. They need us, and we need them.
The forum also featured review and unveiling of a 129-page book with 7 chapters titled The Chinese in Nigeria Economy by Ikenna Enewu. In Lagos, Bolaji Akim, NTA News.
You're watching the news on NTA2, your recharge station. Let's take a break. The news continues shortly. Please stay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan is here again. NTA2 Lagos Network Center is inviting individuals and corporate organizations to take advantage of the blessed month to earn rewards from Allah by sponsoring any of our spiritually rewarding segments on Ramadan Diet, showing between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. every day of the month of Ramadan. Call to prayers, interactive segment, Tarawih prayer from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, living in the month of Ramadan, and so much more. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 369, GoTV and StarTimes channel 104. You can also follow us on our social media platform via Facebook at NTA2 Lagos Network Center. Ma'asalam.
Back to Lagos now, where Ingino have connected to report your Ingino. In Lagos, state houses of assembly have charged the federal government to direct relevant agencies to ensure
the counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days. You probably do not know what it is.
I believe we have fought one civil war too many in this country. So those who experience it will run away from it.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation together.
Glad to know you're still there. A 38-year-old staff of the Arabic Islamic Education Board, Sokoto State, has been paraded by the Nigeria police for alleged forgery, impersonation, and job racketeering. Francis Form reports that the suspect was arrested in Sokoto after careful surveillance of his activities.
The
The suspect, who is an assistant education officer too with the Sokoto State Arabic Islamic Education Board, claimed to be an assistant commissioner of police and defrauding unsuspecting Nigerians who are job seekers. He was apprehended by the Sokoto State Police Command and having placed him under surveillance.
Though was right, it was his relatives that he brought. He was the one that convinced them from the initial side. So when he convinced them that he has a job for them, so he will call me as the officer that is going to assist them in order to get the job.
He has those people, unsuspecting Nigerians, of telling them to get job for them in Nigerian Immigration Service, in Nigeria Police Force, and other agencies of the government. This particular man was able to dupe one shield. He collected money from him, and at the end of the day, even forged appointment letter given to him. Not only to Mr. Shiu, we have so many victims who have shown up.
The first PRO appeals to Nigerians to seek for clarification before venturing into any business. He says the suspect will be charged to court at the end of investigation. Francis from NTA News.
Let's join our entertainment desk for trending news.
Hello, and welcome to the entertainment segment of the news. Grammy Award nominee Damini Ebunoluwa Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, has opened up on why he does not do giveaways on the internet. The city boy crooner, who revealed that the internet is not usually his go-to place when doing giveaway, said that he only extends such goodwill to places that really need it and to people very much in need, insisting that such people cannot be found on social media. Still on entertainment news, Nigerian skit maker and actor Adebowale Adebayo, also known as Mr. Macaroni, has disclosed that he does not follow any faith. The content creator revealed the religion practiced by his parents. He said although he has explored both religions, he eventually chose to depart from them both, adding that once he wakes up, he surrenders his ways to God and gives his all in whatever he takes on, because he knows many people who do not observe religion yet are successful. And onto the foreign scene, popular American streamer and YouTuber Kai Cenat has announced plans to build a school for children in Makoko, Lagos State, Nigeria. Sharing insights from his visit to Nigeria earlier this month, he passionately highlighted his experiences in Makoko and the pressing need to provide educational opportunities for the children residing in the community. That concludes entertainment news. I am Adejoke Odeka. Thanks for watching.
Up next is Sport Updates.
After finishing second at the just concluded African Games in Ghana, Team Nigeria athletes are back in the country. Sports Minister John Eno was on hand to welcome the team, whom he described as heroes following what he calls an outstanding performance in Ghana. Nigeria led the medal standings in different sports, including athletics and boxing, to finish second on the overall standings with a total of 121 medals, made up of 47 gold, 34 silver, and 40 bronze. In the meantime, Enugu Rangers on Sunday moved to the top of the Nigeria Premier Football League standings after running out 2-1 Oriental Derby winners against relegation-threatened Heartland in their match day 27 encounter. Champions Enyimba International missed the chance to move further up the standings as they suffered a 2-1 defeat away to Kwara United of Ilorin. In other results, Akwa United boosted their survival hopes as they claimed all 3 points away to Plateau United with a 2-1 win. Katsina United won 2-1 at home to Abia Warriors, with Lobi Stars and Bayelsa United settling for a 1-0 draw. Match day 27 games will be completed on Monday, with Niger Tornadoes and Shooting Stars trading tackles. Still on football, Super Eagles defender Calvin Bassey has left the camp of the AFCON 2023 finalists due to injury and will now be assessed by his club, Fulham. Bassey has been nursing a knock since he reported for international duty and could not feature in Friday's 2-1 win against the Black Stars of Ghana. Meanwhile, the rest of the team have returned to training ahead of Tuesday's friendly against the Eagles of Mali, with interim coach Finidi George declaring the game a must-win. Finally, Fernando Alonso has dropped from 6th to 8th at the Australian Grand Prix after he was handed a 20-second penalty by stewards who ruled that he drove in a potentially dangerous manner in front of Mercedes driver George Russell before the Britain's big late crash. It was a bad day in the office for the Silver Arrows as Lewis Hamilton also retired, with Carlos Sainz leading teammate Charles Leclerc to seal a Ferrari 1-2 in Australia after pole-sitter Max Verstappen retired following a brake fire. With sports update, Bade Adeleye, NTA News.
That's our package on NTA2 News at this time. Do stay with the NTA for more news updates and other interesting programs. Thanks for watching. I am Michael Olale.